Good morning, guys. Welcome to Fishful Thinker. I'm Chad LaChance. Joining me in the boat right here, we got Mr. Chris Johnson. You guys have seen him on the show a bunch before. You're always on the show when we're down in Southwest Colorado. We're down here again. We're in his home territory. We're on Navajo Reservoir here at Navajo Lake State Park in Colorado. Pike and smallmouth, maybe a largemouth on the agenda today. We're really going to go power fishing. It is, what is it, September?
21st.
Late September. Rained like mad last night. We're getting a late start this morning. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. We're just getting ready to fish, guys. So it may end up being a short day because of the rain. We're going to get after them. What do you think?
I think it looks good. I like the overcast. There's a little bit of wind on the main lake, but looks back and these coves look pretty nice to fish today. We did get some rain last night, so I'm anxious to see how that changes the bite up a little bit.
Should be good, guys. Pike, smallmouth, largemouth on the menu. Stay tuned. Should be fun.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. Peterson Toyota and Toyota Trucks, moving forward. St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. Berkeley, catch more fish. Abu Garcia, for life. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. And Colorado Parks and Wildlife.
Water temperature 67.8. And Navajo Lake State Park, it's a place we've been before. It's basically 29 miles long. The first 3,000 acres of it are in Colorado, and all the rest of it, and I believe it's something like 16,000 acres, all the rest of it is in New Mexico. It's a fantastic fishery. Pike, smallmouth, largemouth, crappies, kokanee, trout,
Perch.
Lots
of bluegill.
Lots of bluegills.
Crappie are really good this year. Really big crappie this year. Some of the biggest I've seen.
Well, with the rain last night, guys, we stayed in one of the cabins here at Navajo Lake State Park. Colorado's got full service cabins. It sleeps 6 comfortably. It's got 2 full bedrooms. It's got a big old bathroom, full kitchen, everything right up to including a dishwasher and a coffee pot. You can hook your boat up right out front. They got a nice covered porch. We stayed in those cabins last night, and it became a serious gully washer. I mean, we had big time rain last night that came through here, and I don't really know how that'll affect the bite. I haven't been here in a year, more than a year, so I don't know. I generally prefer it calmer than this for a buzzbait. I'm not a buzzbait. Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? That looked like a good size pike.
Yeah.
Throw your jig in there, see if he'll eat it.
My spinnerbait.
Yeah, get it in there quick. Let's catch that fish. Got him right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. There he is. There you go. There you go. I'll get the net now to get our morning started. Good job, Mr. Johnson. It only took that fish to bite 3 times before we put him in the. Oh, you came unhooked in the net too. Good morning, guys. Good job, dude. Good job. All right, now that's a wee little guy compared to what lives in here.
Oh yeah.
But we'll take it. We just started fishing right around the corner right there, guys, and we'll take. You can put him back. Nicely done, Mr. Johnson. Truthfully, guys, we'll fish pike or smallies, either one today. Our goal is just to catch a bunch of fish. We don't get to fish together that often, and so
it's a treat to spend
fun.
some time together.
It's fun to go out and go fishing, especially to a place like this. It's got all kinds of them in it. It's just a matter of finding them.
And that's kind of been, we've thrown the top water if they come up and miss it. You can usually catch them with a jerk or a spinnerbait follow-up. They're already hot. They're swimming around looking for what they missed, and both have been a good follow-up. That's a smallie.
You get him?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good one, a net one. Oh, you got that one nicely done on the top water bait. Look at him go, guys. I'm tying on a spinnerbait. Now we're up to about 25 casts now, and you got a pike and a smallie.
Little smallie.
Little smallie.
I'm fishing a big walking bait, Cesar spook type bait. It's in bone color, 3 hooks.
It's gigantic.
Really loud. You can hear it's really loud.
You can throw it 5 miles.
It's windy. I can cast this into the wind. It's making a lot of splash, which is offsetting for the wind and the splash in the water. And it pulls up fish. That loud noise really gets these fish to come up and get active on it.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Evinrude, spend more time on the water. Lawrence, find, navigate, dominate.
Come off there.
No, I'll pop.
Fish!
Pike.
Big old pike. All right, on my Bass X rod. And guys, I want to quickly say I rotated through 3 different spinnerbaits and with only a cast or 2 on each one. And the reason I did that is because I was trying to find one that I could run at the right speed for its weight. That's a good size one there. He ain't giant for this pond, but I'll take him. Look at that Bass X rod. Does a good job with a fish like that. There we go, Mr. Chris Johnson. I'll come pike fishing with this guy anytime. And I got him right there. All right, guys, there we go. That guy was a mess, and I'll talk to you in just a sec. We're gonna go ahead and get him put back. Now, how much do you think with pike, the angles matter, casting angles, as much as they do with bass? What's your opinion on that?
Probably not as much. You can go ahead, man.
Oh,
Pike not as much. The bass up here are definitely angle oriented in my opinion.
bass everywhere, in my opinion.
Yeah. Pike, I...
Boom!
Oh, jeez, look at the
Did you see the size of that pike?
That was a big one.
I think that spinnerbait that I was just bragging about a minute ago just got sheared off completely clean by it. Maybe I'll put a leader on this one.
That was a good size.
Holy crap, dude. I just got owned by a giant.
That much of it.
That was a big pike. All right, I'll tie a leader on. All right, guys, so what I'm doing is I'm rigging up my Bass X technique specific rod right here for pike fishing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a fluorocarbon leader, 60-pound Trilene 100% fluorocarbon Prospect leader here on top of the 17-pound Trilene 100% fluorocarbon running line that I've got. Bass X series of rod, they're designed specifically for bass anglers, but I'm throwing a spinnerbait, so that's why I'm using it for pike right now. It's a cool thing about these, they're SC2 graphite, which is a blank that St. Croix's made forever, but they put 2 coats of flex coat on to make it a little bit more durable. Aluminum oxide guides, of course, they got a split grip design. It's a beautiful rod. Good componentry across the board. So it's a fantastic rod, technique specific for guys that want to build a whole arsenal of rods for bass fishing without spending a fortune to do it. It's the least expensive technique specific rod you can get on the market right now. St. Croix makes some fantastic stuff. This reservoir, how different is it from one end to the other? Because it's one of the biggest reservoirs in the state. Navajo is. They call it the mini Lake Powell here at Navajo Lake State Park, and there's the Colorado State Park's got cabins, it's got trails, it's got beautiful campsites, lakeside campsites that are fantastic. Like you could walk down and fish from your campsite and be in some really good looking stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. And so, you know, you got that opportunity here. And then on the other side of it is you've also got boats you can rent. So let's say you're going to come down here on vacation, you can stay in one of their cabins, which is about as nice as any hotel you're likely to stay in. And then at the same time, you can rent a boat, a pontoon boat, a fishing boat, a ski boat,
houseboats, jet skis, kayaks, canoes,
SUPs.
Yeah, pretty much everything you need to have a good family vacation.
You can rent right here.
Right here, right at the dock.
You can get fishing tackle, you can get ice, you can get licenses.
Bait, everything you need on the Colorado side in the Arbolese markets, on the water, gas dock, slip parking. If you need to get off your boat and go up to your campsite for a little bit, you can leave your boat tied up to the dock.
We did some dipping for crappies, and you talk about having a good time. We caught some nice crappies down here. Your buddy was out here the same day. He loaded the boat as well, and we just went around dipping gulp minnows and finesse jigs. There you go on the, oh.
It's a big pike.
Is it a pike?
Yeah.
Guys.
Pick me up because there's brush all over.
Okay, I'll take you to him. Yep, good call.
I need the net too.
Yep, I'll get the net and the trolling motor. You're good, I'll head for him. He swallowed your junk, didn't he?
Net this one quick.
I will. As soon as you show him to me, soon as you show him to me.
Broke off.
Yeah, but he broke off in the net. So look at the color on this pike, guys. I mean, and look how thick he is, first of all. It's a beautiful pike. He's probably only 36 inches, but he's thick. But this blue, look at this color. And in the top of the mouth. Look at the roof of his mouth.
Get it in the mouth. And it's the only place I've ever seen him get this blue. I haven't had a chance to ask a biologist exactly why they get it.
I bet it's from the watercolor.
But it gets real, it's real weird.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Peterson Toyota and Toyota Trucks, moving forward. And Colorado Parks and Wildlife.
Now, would you work on getting within range so you could throw right up on the bank right here or not?
You know, I think with what we're fishing now, I think you can see these sticks, and the sticks obviously come out. There's a couple scattered ones right here. There's a couple scattered ones that come out here. I like, at least this time of the year, I like to fish kind of the outside edges. If you can't get them to go, you might want to throw maybe a little bit further back in, maybe a buzzbait back over the sticks or something. But for the most part, these fish, I mean, what we're fishing for, these pike will come out and grab it if they are in the sticks. But most of our fish have been kind of on this
There's one.
outside edge.
On that outside edge right there. Is that what, wait, is that what you were thinking out there?
Yeah. About right where you got that.
About right there. You're pretty good. He's decent. He's not huge, but he got my junk and I'll take him. And he's not even playing like he wants to really play. He just sort of rolled over there for me, and I'll hold that tight. There's another one, guys. So we're loading him up right here. We'll put him back. There's plenty of them in here, and there's my Bass X rod, guys. The SC2 graphite and the aluminum oxide guides and the split grip and designed for bass fishing and throwing spinner baits, and that makes it a real good pike tool as well. It's a cool looking lake too. That's one thing I like about it. Kind of like fish? Yep. There you go. There you go. And that's why you make multiple passes through a certain area. Although it might looks like we picked off the big ones first. Ready right there. Hold the line tight, keep them from getting tangled in the net. Yep, we might have to go find a new spot because they're getting smaller as we work through here, guys. And for this lake, that's a wee little one.
Yeah, that's not the size we're looking for.
No.
That's
but
a baby.
He bit. And that's the kind that the one you just caught a little while ago could eat.
Oh,
literally.
And this one came out of a little bit shallower water.
Yeah, I noticed that. Mine did too.
I think he was probably up just chasing some smaller bait. I'm still catching him on a chartreuse and white spinnerbait. And
about as easy a pike fishing as you can get too, throwing a spinnerbait around in here. We always talk fishing, but there's group use areas here for like meetings. Let's say you want to bring your company down or something like that and have employee thing. You got group use areas that you can rent. There's campsites from primitive all the way to full RV hookups, not to mention the luxury cabins we're staying in.
Those cabins are really
That's
nice.
Sweet, dude. Those are sweet. And they've got them at several different state parks that we've been to. The other thing about the cabins or at state parks, some of them have yurts.
Oh, yeah.
And those are super cool as well. I want to stay in a yurt. You know, some of them like State Forest State Parks got yurts. And you can sit on the patio there and watch the moose walk by with your coffee. Yeah. It's got everything you could want here at Navajo Lake State Park. It's one of my favorite places in the state, and it's far enough away if you're a Denver person that it feels like you're a long ways from home, you know, no doubt about it, but it's not really too bad of a drive.
Yeah.
From Denver. It could be a lot worse.
And out of that 150 miles of shoreline, 150 of it is good.
It's fishable, yeah. I mean, that's what I found. It seems like when we've been here, we've caught fish, all kinds of stuff.
And what I like about Navajo is, depending on what you want to do, you can catch them. I mean, if you want to throw a square bill today, you can throw a square bill.
Right.
If you want to throw a spinnerbait, you can throw a spinnerbait. You could probably catch them on some form of topwater if you wanted to too. With this front, they may not eat it as good as they're eating the spinnerbait right now.
So we're just extrapolating our pattern a little bit, guys. We found them really good on the very first spot. It was very flat, very sandy, with lots of stick-ups on it. Then we fished a couple of steeper spots that had a bunch of rock on them. Yep. Also some stick-ups that were off the main lake, not so wind-blown. We didn't do any good in those. Decided to arbitrarily pull up here just because it fits the pattern look. It's on the main lake, it's nice and flat. It's got a bunch of sticks on it, and when you have those combinations, it's always a good place to catch pike. So Chris says the good spot's over here, you know, 150, 200 yards ahead of us, but
it's all good.
Dude, this looks to me to be real pikey.
Pike.
There you go. There you go, guys. That's our third spot of the morning now. We are about an hour and a half into our day. And
he wants to go back.
Yeah, maybe he's a little green just yet. Come on, buddy, right there in the big old fraybill net. There you go, there's another one now. He's a wee little guy, but we just picked a spot based on the fact that it fits our pattern. It's flat, it's grassy. Truthfully, Chris says the good spot's over there. Yeah. I argued and said, well, let's start in the tip and we'll fish to there. That was your first cast.
First cast.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
Yeah, it's this next spot up here. Got one.
Did you?
Yep.
There you go. Fourth spot, guys. And I just threw my bait way out there, so give me 1 second. I'll just wind it in. I'll
almost
get you.
Feels like a smallmouth, like a big smallmouth, but I think, yeah, it is a big smallmouth.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. All right, here, I'll net him. I'll net him. My bait's almost back. You got him? There you go. That's a bonus while you're pike fishing. You got him? Look at him, one-handed with the network. All right. You know why I did that, guys? He did that because he knows better than to hand me the net. Here you go, I'll get over. All right, Mr. Johnson coming through on our last spot. Beautiful smallmouth there. We'll take that one, huh?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Nice. Here you go. I'll let you hold him if you would like and do a nice release on that. That's a beautiful bronzeback. That's one of your favorite fish, right?
Yeah.
He told us he's famous for catching pike because he catches so many big pike in the winter, but that's your first love is bass, right?
Big brown fish like that, nice and chunky.
There's one right there. Big old fish too, whatever it is.
It's pike.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's foul hooked. No, I don't think he's as big as I thought. No. I might have foul hooked him.
You want to net him?
No, we won't need to net that one. In fact, I'd just soon not. It's funny because I must have had him in a goofy hook because the bait just stopped and then it got real heavy. Huh.
You got him on both hooks.
Yeah,
right?
I got him. Little tiny one right there. Them big ones would come out and eat that one, I would think, don't you think?
Oh yeah,
It's interesting now. I've had one bite on my spinnerbait from a bass, and you've had 3 bites from bass on your spinnerbait, and I have mine on a heavy-duty fluorocarbon leader, and he does not. And I wonder if that's part of the difference. There's one right here.
Look at that.
Yep, on the square bill. I don't know if Legend Glass was made for catching pike, guys. Sure it is. Yeah, look at that. If you guys want to see the parabolic bend on the Legend Glass, you can see it right here. And I'm going to let him thrash around for a minute because he's got that square bill. And that's what this rod's designed for, guys. Well, this pike's burning out. We'll be careful with him. But this Legend Glass is designed to be, oh, nice. Here we go. Watch this.
There you go.
Now, I don't even have to mess with him. There we go, guys. Nicely done. And as you guys look at this stuff that we're fishing right here, the reason we chose this stuff is it's flat again. There's one right there. Good one, too. No, he's not as big as he looked. Right on that outside edge. And we just spun back around to go right back through here, and all I did was change up our casting angle. Look at that Legend Glass, guys. They're so lightweight. It's a fiberglass rod, and guys that are familiar with fiberglass love the feel of fiberglass rods. Well, I do too, but I don't like the fact that for most part they're extremely heavy. Well, not Legend Glass. Legend Glass weighs absolutely nothing, and it's got the IPC technology to it, so it tapers real evenly from one end to the other, and makes for a rod that's extremely accurate and extremely controllable and also durable because there's no taper points in the blank. And so a pike there on that, we'll get rid of him. But the Legend Glass is available in a bunch of different lengths, powers, and actions. This is a 6'10" medium moderate right here. Really, it's a target-specific rod, and that's why I have a little Berkley Pitbull square-bill crankbait on it, and I can throw it right around this cover real accurately, and I've got a very forgiving rod. If I do stick a 40-inch pike, I can still get them with it, but the high-end components, 100% linear S-glass, weighs next to nothing, pairs beautifully with the Revo. Yep.
Smalley, I bet you.
I don't know, but he ate that thing as soon as it hit the water. I wasn't even sure what happened, guys. It is a smallie, yep. And he's got a big old bow in my Legend glass. And I don't think he's giant, but look at that crankbait rod. Look how perfect it works for what it's doing right here, dude. Oh, it's a nice one. He ate that pit bull. It's a Berkeley pit bull, guys. It's a little 1.5 diver. Hang on, there he is right there. Nice, there we go. It's about like those ones you've been landing. I saw him catching all these big smallies, guys, and I'm like, hey, I want to do that. And they didn't seem to be into my spinnerbait. So I did what I do, which is get a square bill out. So guys, there you have it. There's another perfect little Navajo brown bass on the Legend glass rod.
Fish.
Another big smallie.
I got him.
Look at you, right to the net. I would have netted that for you, but he knows better.
2.5, 3 pounder.
There you go. Yeah, that's a fatter one than the last one.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. That's awesome, guys. And I'll tell you what, we have had a ball here at Navajo Lake State Park. Well, he's messing with that fish. I mean, you go to Colorado Parks and Wildlife website, big fatty. Look at this big belly on that thing. Nice. You can put her back. I know that's your favorite, and you want those for a tournament someday.
Yeah.
Ironically, we're here because there was too many pike to fish here for bass last week, and we're trying to catch pike today, and now we're catching bass. Goes to show you right there. But had a ball in Navajo Lake today, guys. Whether you want to catch smallmouth or pike, either one, it's a great place to fish. Crappies, kokanees, trout, you name it, they're all here. You can fish the San Juan River as well over on the New Mexico side, but rent a cabin, you know, primitive camping, bring your RV, whatever you want to do. Great place to come visit. Check out more information at Colorado Parks and Wildlife's website. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Absolutely.
Great time in the boat as always. And you know, 15,000 surface acres, 150 miles of shoreline, all full of fish. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next week.
Time now for today's best catch, brought to you by Berkeley.
Right on that outside edge. And we just spun back around to go right back through here, and all I did was change up our casting angle. Look at that Legend glass, guys. So a pike there on that. We'll get rid of him.
Berkeley, catch more fish.
Oh, that sucks, because that was my favorite spinnerbait.
You best find a new favorite one.
Yeah, because I just donated that one. We have volleyball courts and grill. Oh. Did I just do that to you?
Yeah.
Dude, I am sorry. And unfortunately it happened. There's one right there. Nope, nope, I hung it. Oh, did he get it?
No.
What was it?
Bass.
Cut for a second. All right, cut.